get towards, I think the whole Carlton situation has just bubbled to a point now. I think Carlton have had the game. They didn't really have a player that stood up and said, this is not happening. Who actually put up a resistance that you're proud of? That you said, to Carlton fan, well, at least this guy did this. I just didn't see it from anyone.
Yes, IGG. And visit dexianvictoria.com.au. Fireball, Mondays and Fridays at 6:01.
Fireball.
Make the switch now to Kia's award-winning electric vehicle range. See your local Kia dealer today.
Call Sports Day anytime on 1300 736 736. And if you miss any of the show, download the podcast on the SEN app. This is Sports Day.
Biggest spike in petrol and diesel prices in history. Australia is not an active participant in this war, but all Australians are paying higher prices because of it. I know that families are doing it tough, and the reality is the economic...
First number 7 and 5 Hayden Fire. 8.45 that early split. 8.45 the overall 22.58. Winner will be 3-all net. 4-second Ice Candy.
Lo vogliamo, noi abbiamo fatto una rete gigantesca insieme ai...
Tonight I want to speak directly with you about what the government is doing to shield Australia in these uncertain times. The period ahead. On Monday, National Cabinet adopted the National... On Monday, working together, leaders from both
che passa appunto da questa...
Things have started showing up, cutting the tax on...
Ta sẽ cùng tìm hiểu trong giờ phát thanh thứ 2 sau bản tin thời sự cập nhật 2 or 3 weeks. Back home, students in Victorian schools will be banned from wearing smartwatches and headphones from January.
Global Internet.
Showing Melbourne values have dipped 0.6%, with the average home just over 820.
Critical industries. And over coming weeks, if you can switch to catching the train or bus or tram to work, do so.
Easter holiday essentials. Shop the biggest brands this Easter and grab all your essentials at Autobarn. Catalogue ends April 14.
Gold Sport, the Lions will be without Hugh McCluggage in tomorrow.
A status report from this.
I'm absolutely certain of this.
I think you know why. And if your letters...
At the weekend, Coach Stephen King says they won't rush his return.
Whatever the medical team sort of suggests the best way to go about it. So I think with calves and soft tissues, it's how they sort of... The first week will tell us how quickly he's going to come along, so we just won't rush him. We'll just take as much time as we need, but he's a unique athlete with his speed and power, so we need to respect that.
Turkey has secured the final place in Group D for the upcoming FIFA World Cup, taking on Australia in the tournament opener, and the Sydney Kings are just one win away from securing the NBL Championship Series against the Adelaide 36ers.
When you see products with the green and gold kangaroo, you know it's Australian made. And that means made right here. Look for Australian made and buy Australian wherever you shop.
Melbourne's weather, possible shower with an overnight low of just 15 degrees. Mostly sunny tomorrow, a top of 24. A light shower or two for Good Friday, just 18 degrees at top. Right now in the city, it's 19 degrees. And start your day with the full tank. Pumpman's giving away even more free fuel every morning this week on the Christian O'Connell Show on Gold 104.3. And now to Canberra. Here's Prime Minister Anthony Albanese.
My fellow Australians, by nature, we're an optimistic country, but I understand...
A baker boy coming by.
Overseas, and you...
Entdecken Sie ein Programm auf Ihrer Wellenlänge.
In a few weeks, but yeah, we thank you guys so much for coming in.
For bonus points, for T's and C's, visit bpplus.com.au.
In the Golden Hook, who got the dream run early, got up.
He's alive to the danger here. He knows that the government has done some things, it has some other things that it can do, but it wants to...
About himself?
Yeah.
No, not really. I don't think so. I don't think that becomes an issue. And, you know, he's working with Chris Davies now, who I know pretty well. And Chris...